Welcome to another episode of Pinay Makeover. This podcast episode is recorded live at Hotel Indigo Dubai Downtown, the UAE's first certified boutique hotel located in the heart of downtown Dubai. Enjoy the show.
She's the only Filipina who has traveled to 195 countries with her Philippine passport.
Yeah, I've been to all 193 UN. Plus, the other two, Palestine and Vatican. Pero ang dami kasing complication di ba? May mga TCC pa, may Antarctica, may ano. So, if you will count those, 234.
Remember, Expo, hindi pa nga natin naikot lahat ng countries.
Okay. At na hindi ka natatakot.
I research about the scams. I am aware of what could, like the things. Pero kung hindi, di new lesson learned.
Hi everyone! Welcome back to another episode of Pinay Makeover. At dahil summer ngayon, meron kaming super special guest. The first time we're gonna have a guest, actually.
Yes.
So, super excited kami. Of course, I'm joined again by our fabulous Ante Keri.
At syempre, hindi mawawala ating favorite tita, Tita Tin.
Yun na nga. And today, we are joined by a very special friend and guest natin today. I knew her since, 10 years.
2014.
2014.
Wow.
And she's gone through so many countries and changes over the years. Kaya makikichika natin siya today dahil nga travel episode ang ating episode today. Welcome to Pinay Makeover. Kach Umandap.
Yes.
Hi, thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yes, first time to meet Kach.
Yes.
But we've known her already kasi she has an award-winning travel blog.
Travel blog and
Yes.
influencer.
Influencer.
Yeah.
So she has experienced a lot.
As in a lot. A lot. Oo.
And you would know that kasi you've been friends
I've been
since,
following Kach since 2014. Tapos talagang
Yun, how did it start ba?
Inspired
Yung-
talaga kami. Kasi, okay, sabihin muna natin, Kach has been to how many countries na?
I've been to all 193 UN. Plus, the other two, Palestine and Vatican. Pero ang dami kasing complication di ba? May mga TCC pa, may Antarctica, may ano. So, if you will count those, 234.
Grabe!
Ang dami na!
234 countries.
Oo, remember Expo, hindi pa nga natin naikot lahat ng countries.
Hindi ba natatakan yung passport?
And it doesn't, lead any visas. Pero siya, maybe we'll talk about that later
200. So,
on. No?
let's see, 193 plus
193 for the United Nations na count. Tapos yung 2 kasi yung observer states.
Yung observer states.
Yes,
Okay.
pero meron kasi isa pang organization. They're talking about like countries and territories. So, halimbawa, Puerto Rico, it's a territory. They have their own government, but it's an American.
Wow,
like,
didn't
it's
know
under
that.
USA. Diba?
Geography to
Yes,
Yes,
I need more
absent.
info.
Yeah!
Yung parang sa bucket list ko,
Kulang
America.
yata to.
Yeah. Oh, diba? Yeah.
Meron pa pala? Oo.
Yeah.
Pero you don't need na like kasi for me I was doing it for a mission So it's technical. Pero for us normal like mga normal traveling, hindi na kailangan na ano.
Yeah.
So you can still do research. But yun na nga,
Oo.
speaking of 200, how many? Sorry? Halito na ako.
195 na lang
195.
para fix tayo.
Kasi
195.
mga other
Yes.
territories. So, speaking of 195 countries, she's the only Filipina who has traveled to 195 countries with her Philippine passport.
Yes.
Yan talaga. So, Global Pinay.
Oo.
This is the real Global Pinay.
So there's no limit. For those of you who are saying, we can't because we have this passport. No.
Si Kach yung proof na hindi. Kaya na.
Sabi naman, thank you for lifting me. I
Yan na.
love it.
And before you started
Yeah.
traveling, syempre just a background, we know that you're also an OFW.
Yes.
You worked here.
Oo, you
Doon
worked
actually,
here.
kaya siya inspiring sa akin nung nakita ko yung story ni Kach. Kasi, she left her parang very comfortable job, I remember, sa corporate. Tapos sabi niya, nakaipon ako na, ganyan, I had a car, I have my condo. Tapos hindi siya super fulfilled. Diba yun yung story? Alam ko. Tapos parang nakita ko siya, nagta-travel na siya kung saan-saan. Tapos parang, ang galing-galing naman na to. I wanna be like that. Kaso iniisip ko in my head, ang hirap din naman na wala kang work.
Totoo.
So, yun, tell us nga, Kach, paano mo ba ginawa lahat yun? How is that?
So I left the Philippines when I was 20 pagka-graduate ko. Pero I started as an intern at the
Okay.
Philippine Embassy, Polo. Sa
Okay,
Polo
okay.
OWA. Polo OWA pa before DMW, Dole pa yun, di ba? Under
Oh,
Embassy.
government agencies ka pala.
Yeah, ano,
Oo.
Polo.
Polo.
And then,
Labor office.
Under Labor Attaché at Attorney Josefo. So, sabi ko, kasi, pagka-graduate ko, gusto ko talaga mag-work sa embassy. Gusto ko maging diplomat. Dahil nga, gusto kong magkaroon ng, makapag-travel kung saan.
Yun talaga
Or
yung
ma-assign.
goal mo. Yun talaga yung gusto mo.
Yeah, I thought like 3 years, I will be assigned dito sa lugar na yun. Then I will
course,
travel.
yeah.
Economics.
UP,
So, UP,
diba?
UP Los Baños, yeah. And then, kaso, by the time, when I was working, do you know my first job? And I think you from the Middle East would understand. My first task was to document the plight of all of the runaway domestic helpers.
Oh.
And ako yung nag-document how did they got there, sino nag-recruit sa kanila sa barangay nila, how did they...
During that time, ang
20.
hirap niyan,
Yes, in Kuwait. In Kuwait.
Kuwait pa.
Yes.
Kuwait pa.
And then after a few months, I decided like I don't want to go back to the Philippines. Sabi ko, I want to make money. I want to save up. So mag-uwi akong Philippines. If hindi ako makapasa sa UP, mag-ati na yung law school. I need to save. So I saved muna ng few years. But then the money was good. Imagine the Kuwaiti dinar, di ba?
Oo, tapos walang masyadong gastos doon.
Yes, and then my father was there, tapos eventually my mom was there. So it was I had a head start, like parang I was proud of that chapter because my family was there.
How old
Usually
were you this
20.
time?
20 to 24.
Oo.
And then 24, I had the opportunity to work in Kurdistan, Iraq for on oil company. Pero may security group na. Basta parang same lang din dito. And then I was doing the admin job. And then during that time, para akong not crisis, like, siguro quarter life crisis, but you had the money, you have this, pero
you feel like
yeah,
there's
but
something
yes,
missing.
exactly. And I was thinking maybe it's time to go back home to study or like to go traveling.
Explore ka lang muna what are your options, ganyan.
Exactly. And during that time, pwede ba sabihin yun, like 2013, the month before I left, parang may issue na, kapag ka na dun ka, then ISIS broke, yung nagsimula
Ay,
yung
yung
ISIS. So sabi ko, sakto, nagkapera na sakto, parang bigyan ka ng pera nung company mo na to go home
Okay.
kasi kagulo, nasa
oo.
Iraq ako eh.
Oo.
And then, ayun, that was my starting amount of money to go backpacking. Sabi ko, magba-backpack lang ako in Southeast Asia.
Yes,
And then,
na,
it
I remember
continued.
Na, bumalik na yung memories ko.
Yeah.
Ng pagka-follow ko sa kanya. And at that time, wala pang Instagram masyado.
Yes.
Ako yung mga selfies.
Blog.
Facebook and blogs.
Oo.
Yun, doon ko siya nakikita. Tapos nakita ka siya sa Southeast Asia. Tapos parang you were at the time working a bit, no, as a teacher. I don't remember
Yes,
exactly.
at the beginning, I was just living off sa pera ko. And then the main thing was like, it's not to find job, but like, how can I prolong the savings that I had? So, and during that time, tagito, ayun lang, nagba-backpack ako. I started with my brother and my sister, and then eventually teaching English sa Vietnam.
Yeah.
Tapos, nag-vlog na ako on how people can teach English.
Alam mo, maganda yan
Blog,
that you've
B.
mentioned, oo. Especially backpacking because it's not really a thing for us Filipinos or Asians.
Yes.
Diba? Parang usually
Especially that time,
Yes,
very early
oo.
pa that time. Ewan ko nga, medyo Cebu Pacific rates na ba that time? I don't remember.
Wala diba?
Or meron, but not so cheap as now. Na may mga
Totoo.
na sila
Oo.
deals.
Correct.
Yeah, it's not easy na maging backpacker, I guess.
Oh, kasi parang for us, we're always on the safe zone and we feel like pag wala sa comfort zone natin, we're always like, no, this is not for me. Probably I'll save more. Pero you were brave enough and with your siblings pa to go and you know what? I'm young. Let's just explore and see
Ikaw
where
ba,
it takes
Ante, did you had a chance? Like when you were young? Ako kasi...
No, oo, kasi parang, yun nga, I was really scared of traveling by myself. I came here in the UAE at napayagan pa ako because I was
You
with
had
my
your
friend.
Oo.
And siya pa, yung parents ko pa sabi, you know what? Because you're with your friend, siya yung bibigyan namin ng trust. Oo, hindi ikaw. So, I think nandun yung mentality of,
Na
syempre,
scared ka
scared pa rin na parang,
as a
why would you?
woman. And
Tama.
as a Filipina na mag-travel on your own.
Oo.
Ako I tried, yung first international travel ko naalala ko was sponsored by my company. Tapos nagpaiwan ako. So kasama ko yung group tour. Tapos sabi ko dun sa boss ko, sa Hong Kong. Sabi ko, sige boss, mauna na kayo. Ito muna ako. Tapos parang, pero takot ako na na. Buti na lang yung mami ko. May friend siya dun sa Hong Kong. Tapos sabi niya, hanapin mo na lang yung friend ko. But then nag-work din kasi. So at the end, ako lang din mag-isa nag-explore. Tapos sabi, I was 20.
20,
Mga ganyan
no?
din. Tapos
Yeah.
na-realize ko, ang dami pa palang hindi ko alam. Yung pagtingin ko ng Hong Kong, tapos may mga, kunyari, Coke and Can, iba na yung
Iba na,
title.
exactly.
Yung ibang language, yung parang, ibang mundo
Wait
to.
pa.
Tapos yung,
Parang-
di ba sa Hong Kong, they don't speak English
No,
masyado.
no.
So, ang hirap nag-navigate, pero at the same time, sobra kang amazed na may ibang mundo outside of your usual country.
Exactly.
So, yun yung na-shock ako. Tapos parang, yun yung, I guess, that was the time the travel bug bit me. Na parang, ay, gusto ko
I
na
want to.
mag-travel.
Oo, yan.
Pero
tama.
aspiring. Pero si Kach, talagang she went ahead for her dreams.
Totoo.
Yun
nga
how do
eh.
you do it na hindi ka natatakot, na on
Ay.
your own?
No, I'm afraid all the time.
Okay.
But there are like two things that made me how can I say it, like anchored. Like I had a goal, I had a dream. I've seen it in my dreams. And also I know that because I've seen it in my dreams, God will provide for me. So like I was not really worried.
Visualization to.
Not just visualize. Kasi like I believe that if something comes up in your dreams or imagination or what, there's a way to execute it. So, and also, I try my best na not to get involved in any like situation that would harm me or that I would regret later or I have to call my father or I have to call the ambassador, like, so, like,
Wag madala sa embassy.
yeah, wag na muna.
At least
Kasi
meron
nagtrabaho
din.
ako I know the protocols. Pero, you know what? Another thing though is like, I know the protocol Pag may nangyari sa'yo, sino mga tatawagan, anong isusulat ko,
At least alam mo.
I knew the protocol.
Okay.
So,
Pero
ayan
sabi ko,
na. 101 lesson yan when you
Yes.
travel. Kailangan yon.
Alam mo yung protocol.
Know
Yes.
the rules.
Oo, tama. Oo.
Learn the rules so you know how to break them.
Oo.
Exactly.
So, it's not enough that you write down, di ba? Usually, we would do that. Bucket
Yung mga
list. Oh, I
dreams,
want to go to
Yeah.
these countries. Kasi, ikaw talaga parang, you have to do something.
And I have one technique that I was telling not a lot of people in public kasi they ask me like when you travel to a new country ba do you research where to go, where to eat? I sometimes I do that, but I am the one who's talking about where to go and whatsoever, right? What I usually do is like I research about the scams, the danger that I could encounter kasi kapag nakita ko na yung I know what you're doing, someone's like throwing whatever in my shoes, like okay, it's okay, you can lick it, but I'm not gonna get
Modus.
down there, like, but you just need to know, like,
advice.
because people are talking about like, are you scared? I'm always
Yes,
scared
yes.
because I know that
But
maybe I will not wake up tomorrow. Today is my last day. I live my life like that. Pero I know that whatever happens, I will survive because I am aware of what could, like the things. Pero kung hindi, di new lesson learned.
Oo.
But yeah.
Ang ganda nun kasi usually we would hear like, learn about the country,
Research about food and
Pero
yung mga
what's
ganyan.
important
Yeah.
is,
Not
the-
pessimistic,
oo,
but like
pero-
you're just aware. Like,
Correct. Oo.
Okay.
Especially nowadays. Kasi it's hard magagaling na rin yung mga scammers that you don't even know.
Just now you
Oo.
can ask Meta, ChatGPT, Google,
Yeah.
and what? Like you just like
For the
there.
oldies, Google.
Yeah, you can just write there like 10, like scams or
Oo.
danger that I should know about. Not like avoid. You cannot avoid situation
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if it's, like, but you should know about, like, should be aware. So, like, sa mga taong natatakot na mag-travel or what, usually you'll have fear if you don't know. Like,
Yes.
if
In
you don't,
anything naman, if you don't
yung
know,
nagulat ka,
scared
but,
ka,
but, yeah.
Yeah, but I think also one of the reasons why, aside from, di ba, ako, for me, yun nga, comfort zone. Gusto ko parang everything is organized. Kasi pag nawala ako, there was one time
ikaw
wherein
ganun kang traveler, yung
ganun
organized.
ako.
Gusto
Like,
mo yung
when I went,
schedule.
tas when I went to
Okay,
Turkey
okay.
with my best friend, na-miss namin yung ride going back sa hotel namin kasi parang we have to take parang a trip, a boat trip. Na-miss namin. Although, pwede kang, you can travel through bus. Pero, I don't know
Sa Turkey.
these
Turkey.
people.
Oo.
So, ako parang, no. Yung parang nagpapanik na ako. No, wala na tong patutunguhan.
So, I guess yung best friend
Like,
mo
if you are like
opposite.
that, then just go on group tours with a tour guide. Just pay for it. You just they wake you up. Yung mga takot, you should travel pero
scared.
May way naman para hindi matakot.
Yes,
We have
That's
But
the
I
thing.
could
Yeah.
imagine,
Ako,
I could
I was
imagine.
with my friend. So, siya talaga yung parang, it's fine.
may isa pang boat na darating.
magkaibigan pa rin kayo ngayon. Magkaibigan pa rin kayo.
Luckily, yun na nga, nakita siguro din. And then, you know,
Okay.
Turkish people are very nice din. And nakita na parang, uy, nagpapanik na. Kasi parang, don't worry, okay ka. Kala ko magkaka-attack na ako, no, anxiety attack. Pero nakauwi naman kami. Okay, buhay pa tayo ngayon. Pero yes, for someone like me na parang, I think I really
You need a guide.
Oo.
Or at least meron ka ng itinerary. Kasi ako, I
Exactly.
like na wala. Gusto ko
Ah,
yung,
ikaw naman.
pagdating
Oo.
ko, sige, we'll figure it out. You know, I think one of my memorable travel din was Georgia
Oh,
with
nice.
some friends na wala lang magawa that summer. Tapos parang, ano bang hindi pa natin, or hindi natin alam. So, nag-pinpoint lang sila. Mga ka-dorm ko pa yun dito sa UAE. Kasi Georgia, 2013.
2013,
Hindi naman alam. Kasi that time, hindi pa sikat si Georgia as a
Correct.
travel
Now,
destination.
Ngayon, now it's a visa-run destination, right? Ay, bawal na. Airport to airport daw yung iba. But no, it's still nice.
Tapos nagulit kami, hindi pa nila alam ang Filipino ngayon kasi parang ang tawag na kabayan, yung mga Georgians, they call you
Really?
kabayan.
Oo.
Wow.
Dati talagang, where are you from? Parang ganyan. Pero nagulat lang ako. At least hindi kami nagplano. Pero I just parang super surprised with the country, with what they have to offer. Biglang, ang sarap pala ng
The
food.
wine,
Oo.
di ba?
Gusto ko yung hindi nakaplan. Tapos bigla na lang, sige, punta tayo dito.
Ayan ba
So,
yung-
adventure siya.
Sorry to cut you, pero dun ka ba unang nakakita ng snow?
Yes! Bang second balik ko sa Georgia kasi
Right?
malapit. Oo.
Or Filipinos, di ba?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
for Filipinos. And it's easy nga kasi from here, once you have a parang
Residency,
residency visa,
yeah.
correct, easy na yung Georgia. So I think ganun, walang itinerary. Even traveling to Europe, hindi rin ako first time ko, then mag-isa din ako, hindi ako nag-plan. Parang, let's see where it takes us. Gusto ko yung maligaw.
Wow.
Hindi ako natatakot. Parang gusto ko yung at saka gusto ko rin makamit ng people. Di ba solo, most of the time you go on solo. How do you kind of find friends?
Navigate
or people,
everything. Oo.
It depends eh. Like, I'll just tell you like my recent trip. Like, so I went to Europe for 3 months. Minax out ko talaga yung Schengen visa ko. Like, actually may 1 week before na expiration. So I left, I arrived here. How do you meet friends? Now, I meet people from the people that I met on my travels in other places. But usually,
made friends with them
yeah,
before.
and usually what I do is that I keep in touch with the people that I really enjoyed
At sa
traveling,
FB.
and then I ask them to, like, do you have any friends who are there? So it's better now, like with our age and then with our thinking and everything. I think it's best to meet people through your network. So like that's why I was telling everyone, like, your network is your net worth. Then, but when I was younger, I go on walking tours, 'di ba? May couch surfing, may mga uy, buhay pa,
members
meron
ng
pa.
couch.
I'm
Ay, ang
hosting
ganda.
now.
God.
I'm hosting people in Palawan.
God, hello to
I am
mga
still,
kapatid.
yeah.
That.
You
Kasi
should
parang
try.
before,
Yes.
again,
Yes. Kaya mo
scaredy
matulog
cat.
sa couch?
I'm like, hindi ko kilala to. Yun. Pero parang feeling ko, no. See,
Now
look
you
at you
can-
guys.
But can you sleep in a couch
Of
or na
course.
floor? Like
Oo.
kaya. Sample nga, sample. Paano ka matulog sa sofa?
Diba? Kahit dito, ready na. Oo.
I'm was gonna say, ang gandang experience ng couch surfing. Guys,
Yes.
kapag nakita niyo yan, buhay
Take
pa
precautions,
pala.
Like, take precautions.
Pero I met people, I hosted people din sa
Yes.
apartment here sa UAE, na
Yes.
couch surfers. Pero pinipili ko, syempre.
Yeah.
Like, if you think na parang legit traveler to, na explore lang siya. I've hosted parang isang author na nagre-research siya about food around the world. Tapos napadaan lang siya dito sa UAE. Tapos yun kasi usually parang nagtitipid or mga backpackers.
Yeah,
But
they want us not just nagtitipid. Like when I was younger, there are times na nagtitipid and also at the same time, you don't really know where to go in some places. You know, like mas maganda may kickstart kasi there are places that the hostels are like $6 or $7. May mura naman. But the perks of meeting people through those platforms, like meron kang may kakilala ka na mamimit na who could tell you where to go like a normal way.
So true, tama. Kasi yung local guide is important. Tapos yung parang you meet a friend. Yun nga, you make friends with the community.
Yeah.
Pero it takes a certain parang kailangan medyo brave ka ng konti. to do that
Yes.
also. Actually, travel naman kasi you need to be a bit brave. Would you agree?
Yeah, but now talaga the
I think
best
pwede
is
pa akong humabol. What do you think?
Of course. But I think now you should travel, use your own network. Like, you meet friends of your friends. Or like
Okay,
friends of your family. So ngayon, dito malalaman sa edad ba natin, may enough ka na bang kaibigan na pwede kang pakainin? Like, di ba? Yun na yun.
Diba?
So
At
when
least
people ask
this
me,
is a
marami,
test.
marami ka bang pera? Sabi ko, hindi, maraming pera yung mga kaibigan ko. At kaibigan nila. Aampunin naman nila ako, nagbubugas ako ng plato. You know what I mean? Like,
If you're thinking na nandun ka na sa midlife crisis, did I earn
Yeah.
did
Enough
you?
friends.
Yes. Then you start traveling, right?
Hi, friends.
So to everyone on their mid-age, how do you know you have na talagang nagka-crisis ka? Like now, it's time. Do you wanna travel? Check the list of friends you have, di ba?
Yeah.
Simulan mo doon.
Invento dito sa
Saan
FB.
bansa na, ay, nakarating kasi kay ganito.
Oo,
May
batchmate
tatlo na.
ko to,
May friend ako sa Italy.
Tignan mo kung i-host ka o kaya may galit pala sa'yo.
There you go.
Hindi ko pala inyo.
I wasn't informed. Ganyan pala yung tingin mo sa akin.
Di pala pwede. Pero ilimit ka, pero kapilang libre. Doon malaman, di ka pala friend, di ba? Pagka pinakain ka ng Jollibee, ibang level.
Alam mo
Diba
na.
ganon? That's how
Okay.
you know.
Galing.
That's how you'll know, right?
Nakakatawa. So, Kach, what are you doing now? You're still traveling after the 195 countries. Ano pang, what's next for you? Anong goals mo?
my gosh, can you believe, Christine? It took me 12 years because of our passport. Like, di ba? Like, it took me so long because kailangan iiwanan mo yung passport, nagkakabalik. So, I am so grateful. Like, really, like I've seen it, but I didn't expect that it would take me this long. And then after I completed Sudan, I went back to the Philippines, and
Sudan was your last
my
one.
final country. And
Was that intentional?
not
Or hindi?
intentional, but
Nagkataon na ito pa lang yung hindi ko na-check. Ito na lang yung naiwan.
no, actually, there's a civil war since 2023, and no one can enter. I was the third tourist that was able to enter the country. And to be honest, I am so grateful to the UAE government because I have residency here. And my last 25 countries, I was only able to achieve it by being a resident here. Because with our Philippine citizenship, there are countries that have no embassies in the Philippines. So there's no way I can apply for visa. And yeah, so ngayon, so after that, I went back home and, like working on my next goal. I'm done with mission 195. Next mission now is mission, kailangan ko lang ng another goal para hindi naman ako maano ng direction. Like
kasi
a
gusto
traveler.
mo
Yeah.
moving, keep moving.
Yeah, I am not diagnosed, but I think I have problem with stopping. Like, I need to, too much energy.
Much energy.
I think now I'm on a mission. Next mission is mission 1642, which is to visit all the cities and municipalities in the Philippines.
Wow, ang gandang mission nun.
But while advocating how I did what I did, which is how, like, becoming a digital nomad. You know?
Yeah, and actually, I heard na nagkaroon na tayo ng digital
Nomad visa
diba?
for foreigners to come to the Philippines.
Yeah,
Okay.
kasi naisip ko din, ang dami na rin coming to Philippines because
Yeah.
of this idea
That's
of
true.
you can work outside an office, you don't need to be parang locked in with your job. Ang gandang idea.
Why
Actually,
work
gusto
from
ko
home,
yun.
di ba?
Totoo yan. Oh.
Magtago tayo sa boss ko.
Parang yun na pala, oo.
Pero ito talaga yung gusto kong mangyari.
But also, di ba, some people think, kasi, when you say digital nomad, probably they're thinking, oy, there are lots of social media posts like, I'm a digital nomad. Laptop by the beach. Yes!
ganun talaga.
Having my
With the sun in
coconut
your feet.
drink.
Oh, diba?
But I am working. Ganyan. Is it like
Yun ba talaga?
Instagram, like
Is
happy,
Instagram
or
perfect?
it's also yes, we're still working, and it is tough as well. Meron ding mga advantage and disadvantage.
Okay, I have to explain first the difference. Kasi like digital nomad is this. And there's a difference with the remote workers, freelancers, influencers. These are like different, like these are before you become a digital nomad. Like you are, and any freelance kind of gig that doesn't have a consistent source of income every month is hard. Paano mo babayaran ng bills mo? You don't know, 'di ba? Like kapag ka nag-freelance ka, wala kang corporate or whatsoever. But the digital nomad is a different kind of thing. Like kasi ito is a lifestyle of moving from one country to another. May time ka, but like money management, there's like it's a different like hindi ko naman sinabing different level, but this is remote workers, freelancers, and then if you move to the
next
lifestyle
level.
that you mix everything na cohesive, then that's a digital nomad. So now, I've been advocating kasi ang dami nang sa Philippines na work from home. I was calling them like remote, di ba, OFWs, overseas Filipino workers. Then there's the remote Filipino workers, which are the RFW. But these are the people who are working remote for companies, or maybe they are influencers, or they are virtual assistants, or software thing. But the difference of that, to move to digital nomad, you get out of the Philippines and you're navigating the global mobility. Like, how can you move from one country to another? And then
still, yes,
Parang,
same
if you
work.
think about the word nomad, ano talaga yung meaning niya? It means like you don't
Stay in-
or you don't
oo,
stay
oo.
in one place. You
Place,
move
oo.
around.
yes.
And yun nga, so to be able to move around, but like you said, global mobility. And how do you get to move around na meron kang source of income na stable?
Yes.
And you can sustain your lifestyle then.
So it's
Oo.
all things into one. So first you have to have like an income freelance job. You need to have the investment that would make money for you. So technically, you need to have you need to build active income that would build you passive income. At the same time having incomes all into one. So it's a long lifestyle. It took me 12 years to
Yes.
to get in.
Oo.
Pero the reason why I'm advocating about digital nomad, because this is another pathway for Filipinos, especially the younger generation, to have the freedom to move despite the limitation of our citizenship.
Actually,
I love
You know
that.
why?
Oo.
Because now there are countries like Spain. There's digital nomad visa. But you remember, for Filipinos in the old days, for us to go to Europe, the only way we could do it is if you're on a tourist visa. You have a family, you have a jowa, you have a company. Now, no. You work remote. you work remote, you can get a digital nomad visa.
see?
So that's what I am like with my advocacy na kung dati, kailangan magkaroon ka ng AFAM,
Yes.
may kamag-anak ka, nanay mo nakapag-migrate,
matagal na doon.
or yung company mo pinadala ka,
Or malaki
or
yung
mag-TNT
iipon mo.
ka. No, now it's so different. Like even if you're Filipino, they don't discriminate if you work remote. Of course, meron ng panibagong criteria that
This
there's a
is
digital
Spain.
nomad visa.
Spain siya, no? Mas
Spain,
maluwag. Or there are
Croatia,
other
Italy, so many countries now. And now, in the Philippines, I am telling the kids na there's another way for you to travel outside the Philippines.
That's really good.
And
Ah,
at the same
oo.
time, with my network abroad, I was in Morocco and I was in Spain, and we were advocating why there should be digital nomad visa para for people like us from the global south. Like we work online and we make dollars,
Yeah,
and
we can spend and move around
Yeah.
while we're still
And I
young.
think
While
this
we're
is
still young.
this is also the best way para matabunan na yung sasabihin tao na ang Pilipino TNT. Ba't kami TNT? Ang laki ng kita ko
Excuse
online, no? I'm a digital nomad. We are the DNT.
TNT?
Ang ganda
Digital
nun.
nomad transit. I don't need to be tago ng tago. You know? Like, you work online.
I love that.
Yung TNT.
Like, I'm just here on a transit. I'm gonna spend my dollars in your country. You know, di ba?
Yeah.
Ganun.
Well, it's so
And people
good.
are asking, how can Filipinos, they were wondering, like, paano tayo nakakakuha ng mga visa sa mga lugar na yun.
Yes.
Maybe in the future, if we have this movement na more digital nomads would go or remote Filipinos will go, the
They would
visa
see
will be
the-
easier. Kasi hindi tayo para doon mag-TNT,
Tama.
mag-asawa ng AFAM, kubuhan ng trabaho or what.
Oo.
We earn dollars.
That's
We
true.
just
we're
want to explore.
working.
Correct.
We're an investor. We
Yeah.
have our jobs. Kahit na
Exactly.
we move around. So yeah, actually maganda yung advocacy. Even before when I was following Kach, na-realize ko rin yun na it changes the image of us.
Yeah.
Pinays and
Yeah.
everyone na working abroad when you see someone na going to those countries with a Philippine passport.
Totoo. Kasi you would
Because-
always ask, uy, paano?
Oo,
Diba?
diba?
Yun yung mga tanong.
Yung perception.
Ang galing. Oo.
Pati yung perception ng mga ibang lahi, let's say, or even us, yung mga Pinoys na, yun nga, we don't need a backer or a big
Yes.
salary or whatever to get a visa. Parang it just takes parang certain knowledge.
Yes.
So,
of
how
how
to
to get there.
sum it up, kasi ang dami kong kwento.
Oo.
Like, kasi, di ba, like, how to become a digital nomad. First, of course, like, you work freelance, virtual assistant, that's the source of your active income. And then, getting to the next level, how can you make this money to be saved? Like, halimbawa, may apartment ka, may stock market ka, may bonds ka, may
Okay.
crypto ka. Then, that's the next level. Because to sustain a lifestyle as a nomad, you need to have different income streams that would sustain that. And
Okay.
especially kapag nag-travel ka, you also need like show money pa rin or
Yun pa
whatever.
din.
So the digital nomad movement that we're pushing is like financial literacy and at the same time, thriving in the
Nice.
global economy despite of our citizenship.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
So
Ang
hopefully,
ganda niyan,
ganda
ah.
nun.
maybe 12 years,
Another 12. No naman.
No,
Sana
I don't
it will
think
be
so.
faster now.
like they would learn.
Tsaka, UAE is very active also in supporting mga
Totoo yan.
digital nomads in terms of,
That's
kasi,
true.
like, for example, creators.
Yeah.
They invest in creators. And ang dami nating nakita mga Pinoy content creators here also are
Yeah.
earning, who didn't have to parang stay on a 9 to 5, na na-inspire din sila to kind of build a life outside, a lifestyle na parang more mobile. So, I think yun yung where we're going and ang ganda nung advocacy ni Kach.
Oo. And it's good that
Thank you.
you shared this information kasi yes, we do
I wish
hear
I
about
had it
these.
when I was young. Kasi nung
Oo.
bata ka, sobrang mong idealist. And also, you have the energy to move
Yes,
around.
yes, correct.
Yeah.
Open ka pa sa mga
Oo.
bagong experience. Ngayon kasi
And
Ante,
then,
medyo
you have
okay na ako
less
sa
to lose.
grocery.
Okay na to, ang phrase na yan. Okay, well, itabi muna natin yan.
Luxury travel ka.
Oo.
Parang
ganun.
makapagkape lang kami dun
True.
sa kanto, okay na. Dati kasi parang, hindi, gusto ko pumunta ng Paris.
Oo,
Parang,
pero
matry,
now,
yeah.
there is a way and you don't have to think about the problems
The old
of
way,
getting,
yeah,
yes,
exactly.
your, ay, hindi eh. Baka ma-deny ako ng visa or what have you.
Have
And
you ever encountered mga denials, mga ganyan? And challenges mo for visa
I had
as a Filipino?
I had few na halimbawa Egypt, Syria, and then Sudan, but not
syempre,
denied.
these countries are
denied
really
talaga.
hard to,
It was so hard.
to
They-
get the visa.
But it's not like that they deny me, but hindi siya allowed to apply. For example, have you heard that we Filipinos, if you're a single woman, you're not allowed to enter Syria because they have a law. Dahil ang dami palang mga domestic na tinakas from Lebanon at saka Jordan na pinasok sa Syria and ang daming mga crimes. So those are ang daming kawawang Pilipino. And really, that's why I've been really advocating na, alam mo, this is one of the reasons why I've been advocating about the digital nomad visa and everything. Kasi ito yung mga situations that even me with my experience and like capability na avoid pa rin na to apply not avoid, na-reject or not allowed to get into.
Okay. So, if ever, kunyari, as sabi mo nga, there are challenges for our passport. What would you advise like a young Filipina na who wants to start traveling? Where should be, ano ba yung first, parang kumbaga, beginner, ganyan.
Like, meron tayong
travel.
beginner's
Oo,
package.
Beginners
Okay,
or
we'll do it,
basic.
ano.
Travel tip.
We'll do it systematica. But the first question before I give you the answer, where will they start? Are they Dubai based? Do they have Dubai residency or they just graduated in the Philippines?
Let's say Philippines.
Okay,
Ang dami
Filipina.
natin mga Pinay who's dreaming of going
Traveling,
global,
oo.
Okay, exactly. So, I'll gonna give you step by step, much practical. So, kapag nanonood, may mga nanonood. If you're Filipino based in the Philippines, I highly suggest first, travel within the Philippines and save as much money that would give you 6 months bank statement. Like, meron ka dapat na other bank account na nandun lang yung savings mo. This will prepare you for visa application, for immigration, for any instances that you would have. And then next, go first to countries that are visa-free coming from the Philippines. Start in Banana Pancake Trail. Southeast Asia, you fly to Thailand,
pancake.
Laos, Cambodia,
Say
really,
Banana
and
Pancake
Vietnam.
Trail.
You know why?
Why is it banana
It's
pancake?
banana, because in the old days, during the backpacking days, ito yung may mga lugar na may mga hostels wherein they were catering to the American tourists na since to mga Americans, di sila sanay kumain ng noodles and rice. They have the banana pancake. So, kaya they were called the banana pancake.
Backpacking.
Yeah, but the Western ones.
The Westerns, they named it a banana pancake.
Sa song
It's
na ni Jack
rice.
Johnson ko na
Rice
yung
siya.
banana pancake. See? Did you know moment, guys? So, ang dami natin natututunan.
Okay, then once you have the stamps, and it's good because it's Southeast Asia, it's visa free for us, and at the same time, like you can hop from one country to another by bus. It's easy. You'll instantly get 4 or 5 passport stamps. After that, get South Korea or Japan visa. It's easier for Filipinos. And you can get 1 year. Once you have that 1 year, enter the country, you get a stamp. Next, you apply for countries that requires the visa. I'll tell you which are the based on the difficulty. You could start with Australia. They'll give you 1 to 3 years. And then, Schengen, they'll give you 3 months. They will give you like 3 months to 5 years. It depends. I suggest, simulan nyo sa Schengen. Kasi 3 years, 6 months, 1 year, pataas yun eh. Pag nakakuha ka ng 3 years, 3 months, ganun na hanggang makaabot ka ng 5 years. And then, when you get that, get the American US visa. After you have the USA visa, automatic, you can get e-visa for Canada. That's automatic 10 years. Once you have all of that, which I have, I got like USA 10 years. Mag-expire na silang lahat. Sana, alam na nilang nagpunta ako, nag-Sudan at lahat. Diba? Kailangan ko lang ng residency naman sa iba pa.
Yes, Mr. Trump na President Trump.
Once you have all of that, that's the best way. Because once you have a USA visa, you can enter Turkey e-visa. You can enter all of the Central American countries, Caribbean countries visa free.
African countries are easy for us.
Not Africa is the hardest. I only recommend Africa if you have a lot of money or you are in your 40s na talagang you're having your midlife crisis pero you have the money. It's too expensive. Too expensive. Too expensive. Like, kung kailangan mo talaga lang, na gusto mo na itodo, na galing kang Pilipinas, na meron ka ng visa, pero limited time, just go to Europe.
Yeah,
Para feeling mo talagang nakaahon ka sa kahirapan.
Ito yun. Kari, sumakawid.
Oo.
Sumakses ka.
Tapos patulak mo sa mga, wow, this one is serving me.
Actually, yes. Kasi very, sa atin. Even for me, kasi romantic ang Europe eh. Yung idea ng Europe. Even for me, when I was parang, I had the idea na gusto ko na mag-travel, nasa top ng bucket list ko yung
Lagi,
Paris.
diba? Oo.
Nung nakarating ako ng Paris on my own, talagang feeling ko, sumakses talaga.
Sumakses ka.
Diba?
Yung umiinom ako ng wine, tas parang cafe, tas umuulan-ulan na ganyan. Sa Paris, ako, wow.
Paano
Nagawa
hawak
ko
ng
na
bote?
yun.
Paano hawak ng bote sa nice?
Ayun.
Ganyan.
Oo, may ganun. Correct. Oo.
Talagang parang yung realization na, hey, I made it here. Dati,
iba.
pinapangarap ko, binabasa ko lang to sa
Exactly.
blog.
Iba din no? Yung fulfillment when you actually go to
course.
these places that you once dreamed of.
Yes.
Tapos naandun ka na and you did it, di ba?
And then
not
you'll-
the easy way. Eh.
And then you'll get addicted. Where to go next?
Yun
Right?
na. Doon na yun.
Oo. But if you are here in the UAE, I think it's easier.
Yes.
Oo.
And easier, you know what? How I wish but well, not there's no regrets kasi like everything that I've learned it the hard way because I didn't have any guidance from who may mga nababasa ka pero still you don't know
Still, yeah,
where to go. But the best thing that you've done for your guys' lives is having a residency in the UAE because all the embassies are here. If you have a residence, it's so easy to get the visa. For Filipinos living in the Philippines, do you know that there's less than 70 embassies and consulates there? How can you get the visa if, for example, for Filipinos to go to halimbawa, Montenegro, now there's a consul. Before, you have to go to Beijing, China to submit the application.
another travel.
And you need a Chinese visa to enter. Imagine how hard it is for the Filipinos. So kapag nakalabas ka na, isulitin mo na.
Correct. And once you're here, you
Yeah.
have your UAE residency visa.
Mga taga Dubai,
So
mga
powerful.
taga UAE.
It's powerful to have a residence here.
That's true.
Oh, and we've with all the stories that you have been telling us, we've seen how traveling actually really helped you and grow ka as a person. So nung nagta-travel ka, what was the unexpected probably skill or trait that you actually realized about yourself that helped you to basically overcome whatever challenges you face and help you to be successful?
I'm actually so glad that I am a Filipino because I've learned resilience from a young age. And when you're traveling, talagang the only way talaga is to become a chameleon. Like, you always have to adapt and to, I evolve. Like, sabi nga niya, kasi di ko na niya alam kung ano. Kasi may ira ako na nakaponcho, may ira ako naka-flower
yes.
crown, may ira ako.
So
But I was doing it based on where I was going. You know, like, you have to survive. And
Iba-ibang versions ni Kach na
I have a
ko every
era.
time.
Now, I mean, like, I just came back from Europe. Nakaka-success ko lang.
Yun. Success era.
Diba?
Yes.
Oo.
I love that.
The resilience, I think that I am more resilient than I thought I was. Like, but it's also in our genes. We're Filipinos. Pag di ka ba naman ilang bagyo ba naman ang kailangan mong tahakin every year, right? Like, so, and I think for Filipinos, even like me, like mga Filipinos, madali for us to, once you survive the Philippines, you can survive everywhere. But the only thing is, you need to know how you can get out and sustain the lifestyle because you don't want to go back.
Yes.
Right? Na way like hindi kagaya before. You need to improve because if not, like pahirap ka ulit sa magulang mo or like and not everyone has the capacity na hindi nagpo-provide sa family, you know what I mean?
Which is yun talaga yung why we go abroad, diba?
yes.
Most of us, yun ang reason
Yun ang
why.
reason.
Parang yung travel is just a perk of
Yes.
being abroad, or at least for most of the Filipinas or Filipinos here in the UAE. Ganun yung mindset is like you go out of the country para makaipon, makapagpadala, and then perk na yung traveling. But naiiba na rin because of all the things that you've mentioned, nag-iba na rin nga yung perspective of some of our younger Filipino generation na it's not just about us working all the time and sending money back home. Nandun din yung self-love.
You can balance din pala eh.
But believe it or not, I think you've been abroad for so long. Believe it or not, when I moved, kasi I was traveling non-stop until 2023 na sabi ko, okay, I think I've kota na ako, uwi na ako. Kasi at the end of the day, I wanna go back home. Life is so good in the Philippines. Kaya na kong isda, 1 kilong bigas, I'm good.
Kasi you've experienced
But believe it
a
or
lot
not,
of things.
living in BGC in Makati is so expensive. It's easy for me to go backpacking in Sri Lanka and India for a month. Kung ano yung gastos ko sa BGC ng 1 month, 3 months na ako Southeast Asia. Believe it. Like, so I was telling everyone, like, if you're able to put your work on remote, like, you know, kung payagan ka ng employer mo na pwede ka ba na mag-edit a remote, magawa ng kung ano remote, but you cannot do digital nomad if you don't have other sources of passive income.
Yeah.
That's the
very
only way,
important.
like, you could do the holiday part, but to be honest, mas mahal mabuhay doon, or even in Dubai, mas mahal mabuhay dito. Like, you know, like, maybe your monthly expenses here could be like your 3 months traveling in Central Asia.
That's true.
You know? So, why?
Kaya feeling mo mayaman ka kapag ka
Kaya ngayon,
Georgia ka,
That's
ganyan, or
true.
mga Central
kaya
Asia.
nga,
Kasi
ang
yung
basihan,
malaking-
ang basihan na lang, gaano karami ka bang kaibigan ang papatulog sa couch at papakainin ka.
Tama.
Kami na lang ang pasalubog, di ba?
Totoo. It
Dubai
helps.
chocolate.
Hindi ka naman nagano.
It helps, oo. And I love that you mentioned also that part wherein you don't need to work like 100% and parang, di ba, usually lagi natin sinasabi, pagod na, ipon-ipon. Pero there's a way for you to balance everything. You can still enjoy the lifestyle, but at the same time, pwede ka pang magtrabaho and be, alam mo yun,
Exactly.
good
Exactly.
at what you do, being a digital nomad.
Yes.
Do you believe in this? Ba, yung mga digital nomad daw may parang 4-hour work week. Is that correct? Is that a dream or is that
Pagka
manageable?
entrepreneur na, kapag ka, I think you're able to master the art of
Layo pa tayo.
making money while you sleep. That's
Yun.
Hindi, parang yun na yung next step mo.
yeah,
Tita Tay.
that's ampunin
Kaya
mo
nga tinanong yun eh.
Right, yeah, that's the next goal.
Yun ang dream ko.
I think-
Bucket list ko yun.
And also at the same time, if you're able to run your business through designation, like delegation.
Delegation.
Like if you were able to delegate all the tasks, then ikaw na lang nagpa-follow up. If you have the best team, then that's doable. It's not also even about the money.
It's a
Like
team.
kapag ka
Yeah.
achieve mo na yung how much is enough money for you, and at the same time, there are people who you can trust to manage your business, or at the same time, meron ka ng sources of incomes na no, that's achievable for hours. Wow. Okay, that's the next
Sana,
goal.
no?
Pero hindi,
Kaya.
ready na ako. Gusto ko na puro tambay ako ng, like I was been
Correct.
traveling. Now I'm ready to work. I am really like, I wanna
How about love life? Ay,
love life.
chika.
Nice.
Kasi,
you've been to different
totoo yan.
places.
Aminin ko na, talagang pinalo ko si Kach kasi nakita ko, successful din siya sa love life
Sa-
while
Fact.
traveling.
Actually, sumikat ako dati dun, di ba? Like,
Yan nga.
how to find a fam who can
Yes.
travel the world.
Yung mga tanong sa kanya nung mga
Yes, yes.
Oo. So, ano,
So, ito pa
is it-
yung wala pa yung age ng mga mga dating app. Ito, wala.
Mas mahirap noon eh.
How is it going abroad? Traveling the way you do and meeting people.
Well,
meeting men, for
you know
example.
what? I was with my ex for 8 years, diba? Like, we've traveled to 80 countries together. And it's a little bit struggle to get back to the dating life when you're 31 and then hindi ko alam yung technology, and at the same time, so you know what I did? Like, I just really focused on myself, and at the same time, cliche man siya, I focused on myself, and then at the same time, I focused to gain more friends rather than to find a fam. Na-experience ko na how to find a fam. So, naka-checklist na, tapos na. So, like, tapos na siya.
Okay na. Oo. Next naman muna. Oo.
But it's really easy to meet people when you travel. Ang struggle when traveling is how can you deepen the relationship wherein you can have like consistent communication with these people. So, iba yung level ng pag-meet at paghanap ng magiging life partner. So, madaling makahanap ng fam. Dami nagtanong, okay, dating apps,
Dating
ganun.
siya, oo.
But sa dating apps kasi, parang may expectations na kagad na, okay, pag nag-meet tayo, either we like each other, we sleep together, ganun.
This is it na.
So, I really don't recommend it to
Di rin
people
siya
when you
safe.
travel. If you can travel, stay in hostels. Pero kung hindi ka makakapag-stay sa backpacker,
Yeah.
book a private room, punta ka lang sa hostel, join like walking tours.
Yeah.
But remember like the quality of people you'll meet will be based on where you go. So kapag na-meet mo sa hostel, hindi backpacker din yung na-meet mo. Yung na-meet ko, backpacker. Nung nag-level up na yung gusto ko, ayoko na sa backpacker, di ba?
Correct.
So,
oo.
but then,
Let's check
if
at
you-
different
glamping na to,
location.
right?
Pero ano lang, lumevel up
Yeah,
lang. Oo.
level success. But then, at the same time, like if you want to meet like quality people, then you attend. Maybe you don't need to travel as a backpacker. You can travel to attend events. Like halimbawa, yung mga show, yung mga Japanese na or like mga
Convention.
conference,
Yeah.
yung anything that interests you. So you can travel. So if you want a partner who's also a traveler, then I suggest that you travel for events that interest you.
Okay.
Good.
Kasi I have a
Certain
friend who was against dating apps. Talagang siya yun.
Totoo.
And then,
While traveling or...
no,
Yeah, okay.
in general. And then she traveled. And then for some reason, probably she met other people then from that place. They encouraged her. And she was like, okay, fine. Let's see. Let's give it a go. And true enough, doon niya na-meet yung partner niya. From he's from the US. She's based in the Philippines.
He's also
But
traveling.
they were
Okay.
traveling.
Yeah.
So, and then, yun na
Serendipity.
nga. Oo, like,
Or-
but you'll never know
Yeah,
that,
you'll never
what will happen when you travel.
And use technology, really. Use technology for your advantage, but don't depend just on that. Okay? Like, there's a reason why you're traveling pa rin for the experience, to get out, to the nature, but what I highly suggest, like, you will meet a lot of people based on your energy and based on the status that you have. So, make sure, kapag ka talagang gusto mo lang magkaroon ng jowa na ano, then i-level up mo na yung status mo na sarili mo. Kasi stay ka na sa maayos, mag-group tour ka na ng bayad, alam mo yon. Then you'll meet. And then, hindi yung parang, ay, may na-meet akong jowa, kaso pobre. Well, saan ka ba nagstay? O, di
nag-hostel ka
Like,
Nag-share ako ng
pero
room.
it's good if you're younger, di ba?
Yes.
Yeah.
Experience.
Pero for us, I think it's a different, I really believe
Yeah.
that I actually also, I suggest this to my friends. Kung hindi ka naman talaga magaling sa chat, and not everyone has a lot of time for chatting, unless talagang introvert ka na, natatakot kang mag-approach. But as a woman, you cannot be scared. We have the power, you know? Like,
You
of
think
course,
na
we
mas
have.
powerful tayo
Of
in a way?
course, of
How
course.
do you see that? Like, kunyari, sa
As long as
social
yun-
setting, like, you just introduce yourself.
Yeah,
Hindi
no.
ka shy to, like, approach people, for
No,
example.
I don't usually. No, I'm not like not shy, but at the same time, as long as you know how you respect yourself, then there's no fear about like where you'll meet the people or how you'll meet the people. But talaga based din
Yeah.
talaga sa standard mo for
Sa
that
energy
moment.
mo nga.
It can help that you have traveled.
Yeah.
Different
It
countries.
gives you
You've met,
confidence,
different people,
But
different
believe it or
culture.
not, I don't tell anyone that I'm well traveled. Kasi minsan nakaka-intimidate din, di ba? Like,
Akala,
sino ba ang mas
195
ganon, di ba?
Yeah,
Hindi.
yeah.
Only kapag ka sa
Yeah.
work lang. Tapos kasi sa
Yeah,
totoong
yeah,
buhay,
yeah.
ang pangalan ko naman Katrina, di ba? Like, so kapag
you
talagang
the
alam ko na,
muse?
like, hi, what's your name? Katrina? Oh, social. Di ba? Parang kagalang-galang.
Pero pag ginamit mo na yung catch, yes.
I follow you.
But not really looking, but I really for years, because I was married, I got divorced. So parang kotang-kota na ano, then I had like a rebound boyfriend. I dated younger guys. I dated my
Galing.
you know what I mean? But,
Experience.
ever evolving.
Evolve.
That's true. Kasi kanina sabi mo nga, diba, I can't just stay in one place and not do anything.
ADHD.
And
Undiagnosed.
Siguro yan ang trait ng traveler.
oo.
Kailangan let's move again.
I say yes. Diba?
Kasi may mga
Nomad
people,
eh.
like, maraming tao na they're content. They don't want to move so much, ganyan. So, iba din yung
It's not
yung
their type.
adventure.
Yeah.
Pero may 10 silang Louis Vuitton na bag,
Yeah,
di ba?
Iba yung
So,
luxury.
it's a different, like,
Pero notice ko sa mga Pinoy, because a lot of us are also parang, how do you say, parang hindi naman shy, but like very tayo sa community. So when we go to certain places then, I see a lot of Pinoys, even here sa UAE, na-observe
they just
ko na,
like
we
have
don't
a
mingle a lot. We stick to there are a lot of, parang modern and confident Pinoys na rin. But like,
Yep.
in general, merong community talaga na
But
yung safe zone
navigate,
Yes.
you
I'm
navigate
safe
towards
here.
your
I'll just join
community.
this.
Not also safe, but like you really can't have like change people because of there's lack of exposure. Like pero kasi maybe doesn't interest them.
To
You
meet
know.
other people from other
Yeah.
So
nationalities.
it depends iba't-iba.
Oo. Nasa interest level talaga.
Interest based on your interest and yeah.
What about learnings naman that you didn't expect that helped you parang realize while you were traveling? So parang
Mga life lessons.
Life
na parang
lessons.
unexpected
Mga
na
life
parang
lessons na parang
because of traveling you've
one of
experienced it
the
and then
biggest
like
life lessons.
Biggest life lessons, patience is a virtue. Which is true talaga. Totoo. Patience. I have a tattoo here. It's written in Serbian.
Serbian tattoo.
It says there like Strepian Spasen. And really like everything that you wanna achieve in your life, it will happen to you at the right timing, and it's not your always all your timing. Parang and also
Wait for your turn.
Hindi,
ganyan.
maraming lessons. Hindi ako ng category, pero meron lang ako isang motto sa buhay
Yeah,
talaga
yeah,
that
yeah.
I've been
Sige.
living. Nasa Diyos ang awa, nasa tao ang gawa. Like,
Ito talaga.
yeah,
Oo.
all the time.
Classic.
Like,
And we
yeah,
can see it.
Filipino.
Oo.
Like, that's how I lived my life. Hindi man lang obvious kasi nga, I have different era and that's how life should be, di ba? Ngayon, wala akong flower crown, meron ako ganyan.
Meron siyang hippie era.
Oo.
Tapos yun, medyo mas na siya. career hustler.
36,
Hustler
kailangan
era.
na magtrabaho.
Hindi, I love when you said that patience is a virtue and being someone who's always on the go. Diba? Na
Yes.
parang you are still trying to have your own goals pa. You've achieved a lot but still kailangan. Pero I think it keeps you, alam mo yon, balance
Just
and
need to have a
grounded.
value.
Oo,
Like,
na parang, okay.
values lang to anchor.
Oo.
Like, with ever-evolving, changing with life, with destination, and everything, kahit saan ka gumising na isa lang talaga yung stick mo, is like, what is giving you the anchor? Especially, I've been living a very nomadic life for 13 years. 3 months nandito ako, 2 weeks nandyan ako. Like, what do you think would make me sane? Like my anchor. Like, kung ano lang yung kahit saan ako pumunta, alam ko na ito lang ang paninindigan ko. My dream is to visit all the countries. And then like my goal, my aspiration, my values. Ayun lang. So I think the biggest lesson talaga is it's at the same time is like to focus on the core that you have. Kasi ayun lang hindi mo mapapalitan in this ever-evolving life.
Tsaka gusto ko din yung sinabi niya na yun nga nasa tao ang gawa. So,
All the time.
even if parang pinag-pray mo na sana mangyari yan, hindi mangyayari yan kung hindi
Wala
ka
kang
effort.
gagawin.
Or kung hindi mo talaga i-push yung sarili mo to go beyond the borders, beyond the
But
boundaries.
I want you to have another perspective about prayer. Kasi when people are talking about like, oh, I pray for this, I want to tell everyone, when something comes out in your dreams, subconscious, unconscious, or any conscious thing, it means it was given to you by a higher being. I don't know who you believe or what, but it will be provided. So don't waste your time worrying.
Yes.
You just have to be patient.
And it's
But
up
you
to
have
you
to
to
keep-
do something.
Yeah, you have to do something. Kasi sabi nila, ang swerte naman ni Kach, nagagawa niya.
Yeah.
But I believe that luck is like preparation meets opportunity. I prepared for this.
Yeah.
And
Ready
the opportunity
ka.
arrives like this for you. You know, like, you be prepared for this and the opportunity arrives. Well, I'm such a lucky
Dahil
girl.
nandito na si Kach.
Yeah. like luck is that, right?
Tama, oo.
Tsaka yung parang grabbing it by the moment din. Siguro
Yeah, 'cause you're
nandun
prepared.
Oo, kasi
Totoo.
ready ka. So, parang
That's why you're
because
lucky.
you've already thought about it, kaya
you see
nandyan
it.
na yung moment, embrace it
Ready
na
na.
lang.
Oo, you are ready.
So, ang sabi ko nga, to make it practical, all of this, if you see it in your vision or like your subconscious, but you cannot see it if you don't have clarity or you don't have clear mind, diba? If you see it, then prepare. How could you achieve it? Only in vision, maybe, like, okay, nakita ko na ganun. O di, maybe learn Arabic. Learn the skills
Yeah.
to for that.
Yeah.
And then, how can you really execute or achieve it kung hindi ka naman nag-prepare, di ba? So, pag nakita mo na sa utak mo, maybe gumawa ka na ng game
Ng
plan.
way,
Practical.
Na-dream ko na magpapakasal ako sa French gaya na.
Oh, di ba? Oh, anong ginawa mo movement? Nag-start kang kumain ng mga French like cheese.
Ako ng friends.
Tumambay siya sa mga French restaurant.
Yes.
Saan nagpunta ang French? Ganun talaga. That should be.
Nag-aral ako ng French. Kaya na hanggang ngayon struggling pa rin ako maintindihan
Pero
yung mga
saan mo
sinasabi.
na-meet ang French husband mo?
Honestly, he was traveling. I was here. Dito ko
Okay.
siya na-meet. Pero traveler siya. I mean, actually no, hindi siya traveler. That was his first international travel outside of the Shenzhen zone.
And then, pero na-imagine mo, di ba, na makakapag-asawa ka ng French. So, ang
May
nangyari,
bago pa siya na-meet,
oh, di ba?
Oo,
So, nung
dumating
na-meet mo yan,
yung opportunity.
Diba? O,
pero kasi by the time na dumating opportunity, aware ka na sa French
Yeah.
culture.
Exactly.
So, right? So, that's
Ready
how,
ako.
that's why when you met him, you had things to talk about. But because you already saw it in your vision and you had the interest to meet him.
Yes.
Kung hindi ka naman, you were not into it, how would you continue the conversation? Kung wala kayong interest.
Dahil may interest na
Exactly.
talaga ako.
Oo.
So,
And
whenever-
unconscious that you did that.
Kaya, like, nung dumating siya sa buhay ko, parang, yes, I've been to Paris.
Oh,
ganyan.
Meron
I know
ng
this
common
river.
denominator.
Oo, totoo din. Kasi nga yun na yung interest ko. So, nag-meet halfway na kami. Dinala na siya
Not
ng
just
universe.
interest, it went to your head.
Yeah.
So you were more navigating towards that. And then that's what we're
Without
talking about,
knowing,
law of
I guess.
attraction.
Oo.
Pero remember, whatever came into your head, it's because maybe yun na nga i-visualize mo, pero kasi you're making actions eh.
True. Unconscious. I mean, maybe hindi ko siya inisip na I'm making actions, but it all aligned.
Yes.
Yes.
Tapos
Yan
biglang,
na.
wow.
Parang, ay, ito na yung moment ko.
I love that moment na na-realize natin dahil kay Kach.
Really? You're welcome!
Na ano ka lang siya, parang na-put together ko lang siya na. Oo
Basta,
nga, no?
kaya may nagsasabi sa akin, well, like, I believe in law of attraction, but a lot of people, listeners, like, I really believe in God. Like, who is giving me these ideas? But God will not give me ideas in my head if my head is full of clutter. So first, you have to work on having clear head and having clarity. And then, may
Yung
mga lalabas. Magugulat ka. May mga lumalabas sa panaginip mo. Ano yun? Then, you need to write. Then, gawa ka na. Mali. That's when you'll is it manifestation? Is it this?
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
And then, that sometimes, yung mga na-manifest mo, nakikita mo sa dreams mo, hindi mo alam kung ano. But that's it. Like, it's not science or what. But subconsciously, you have to take action. And when the opportunity arrives, that's when you become the lucky girl and the girl who attracts, like the manifesting girl, di ba?
Yes, oo.
You're welcome.
That's how you
love
get
Papakapi
lucky.
po, papakapi.
Sana napulot nyo yung very important life lesson.
Ang dami nating nalaman
Yeah.
from Catch and the realization. And it's not just like about traveling and enjoying it. Obviously, you have to be also aware of the situation, your surroundings. And basically, hindi lang basta parang enjoy, yes.
And you know what? I changed my mindset as well, right? I am optimistic. I am very positive. But I had a lot of struggle the last few years, depression or what, because of clarity. But when I accepted that life is hard and the world is full of danger, then that's when you're gonna just accept that it's really difficult and everything is just gonna get better from that. Because you're
mo na yung negative.
anchor, like, hindi ko naman ako negative na, oh my God, nakakatakot. Because that's another fear. Pero you just have to accept that life is really hard. And the world
It
is
happens.
danger. Like, and you
Shit
might not
happens.
wake up tomorrow not because of your fault or other stuff. Pero kapag in-accept mo na ganun yung baseline, others are bonus. And at the
So
same
then you
time,
get
if
to
you have the
enjoy.
skills,
You
So,
get
ayan,
to
nasasagot ko
enjoy.
ba? Dami kong kunento sa'yo sa
No,
life
I love
lessons.
it. Yes. Diba? Parang ang dami nating natutunan.
From the negative. Hindi, I
Not
think yun na nga
negative,
yung
but at the
ready, getting
baseline.
ready.
Yeah.
Tama.
Yun and nandun yung preparation na you know that, okay, it's not easy, but
Life is
now,
difficult.
life,
Yeah.
then the good things come, so mas na-appreciate mo siya.
Yeah,
Dahil
life is difficult. Laruin mo na lang. Just enjoy. Like, enjoy it. But you cannot say enjoy it if you are not financially, like, stable. So, ayun talaga. So, sa lahat ng lesson, work
It
on
comes
many
hand in
ways
hand.
that, like, there are only 3 things. So, a lot of people ask me. Sagutin ko na, baka tanungin mo rin ako mamaya. How can you travel to every country in the world? Like, be honest. There are 3 things that you need to have to travel around the world. You need to have time, you need to have good health, and you need to have money. If you could focus on how you could achieve these 3 things, you're sorted anywhere, anytime.
Anywhere.
And you have to realize that still, even if you have it, life is hard. Like world is in
still
full of danger.
Yeah.
What is your anchor? How can you like get out of it? At saka laruin mo na lang, just have fun.
Have
Because
fun.
if you walk out smiling or what, bakit ka naman kukuhaanan ng telepono nung magnanakaw, nakangiti ka sa kanya? You know what I mean? Like,
Kasi Ante never yan never. Kasi sobrang
Someone who's like, di ba?
Like, selfie na lang tayo.
Di ba? I love it. Di ba? Parang a new perspective about traveling, about how you can balance working and also having this type of lifestyle. And at the same time, empowering din tayo,
And saka kung
mga
siguro yun nga
Filipina.
yung manifesting or parang
We're
putting
all.
your dreams. Oo. Maybe in a way, dapat din tayo mag-start paying attention to our dreams.
Exactly.
I think yun yung napulot ko kay Kach na parang, di ba yung mga tao na nagbo-bucket list, I
Yeah.
like those people na
Right.
meron, or may vision board,
Yeah.
what they have in their minds about what their life will be. Ay, nagpaplano ka ba nung parang 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
I have
May
a-
ganun ka?
Yes, and I have journal. And you know why? I write everything. Like, write, kasi I'm not good with drawing and everything. Kasi kapag ka nasa utak mo lang, paano ka, kailangan magbawas ka na nakasulat sa utak. Kasi pag nakasulat, alam mo, mababasa mo ulit, you can forget about it. It's written. So, you have space to have more ideas in your head.
Data.
And that's why the journaling.
Ilalagay mo muna
Di ba, sasabihin ng therapist mo, bakit kailangan mo mag-journal or what? Not because gusto mo lang mag-complain or what, pero para magkaroon ka ng bakanting space sa utak mo. Kasi pag nakasulat na, parang, oh my God, secured na. Pwede ko na siyang kalimutan, gusto kong maalala, nakasulat.
Oo, naandoon.
Unless you have very photographic memory na talagang naalala mo ng kasalanan ng asawa mo, ng ganito, alam mo yun. But that's when you need to release it by writing.
And it helps, sabi nga nila.
And then, maganda doon, at the same time, I do that, like, 5 years from now, or like, for example, like, I have notebooks talagang nakasulat. Check ko parang, my
verify
gosh!
mo, nangyari
did
to.
it. But I realized, like, I'm still 2 years delayed from all of the...
Nangyari.
Yeah, I'm a work in progress, I'm
I like writing, so nilusulat ko din.
Ako
Parang
rin.
ang habit ko every year, after yung New Year, isusulat ko ng goals ko for the
Alam mo,
next
pareho tayo,
year.
yes.
Tapos at the end of the year, i-check
Okay,
ko.
tell me what are your travel goals?
Yan. Ay, sinulat ko yung I want to go to Paris, kunyari, or France. Na-click ko
Na-click
siya.
ko yun. Diba?
Tapos sabi ko, I'll parang start traveling sa Europe. Yung Grand Italian Tour, sinulat ko yan.
Tapos nagkatotoo. Oo.
French husband.
Oh, di ba? Anong next? Join ka.
Digital nomad na yung next. Digital nomad.
Yun na, oo. But we have learned a lot.
I'm glad.
From this. Oh,
It's
hindi,
worth
no.
the time.
No, and we have
Super.
fun. Oo, sobra. And at the same
Sarap
time,
mag-catch.
I learn
Ang dami pa
new
nga
things.
eh. Ang dami
Yes,
pa.
oo.
Ba ako ng Dubai? Palagay mo ba?
Alam mo,
Pwede na ba ako?
yes.
Okay.
Alam mo, parang a lot of
We need
people
you.
would definitely
You got me.
learn. Yes, we got you. And our followers. Speaking of followers, share, how can they
How can they follow
you?
Hi everyone. So I have few platforms, but first I want to help you all. Like if you need a visa to go anywhere, anytime you want, we can help you at filipinopassport.com. So I'm the co-founder. And also if you want to like learn about how you can become a digital nomad, you can follow my blog, travelwithkach.com. But also, I have like all of my old articles ng like
yung
mga
pinafollow
guides or
ko.
everything. You can check twomonkeystravelgroup.com. And you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok at Kach.Umandap. And ayun, marami pa akong
Dami.
ginagawa.
No, we
Pero
will
kasi-
include sa show
Yeah.
notes lahat ng mga link ni
Tama.
Kach.
Thank
And
you.
we're hoping that Kach will spend more time here sa
I really
Philippines.
hope.
and hopefully, oo.
I can launch a career here.
Of
Ah,
course.
definitely.
Travel here to anywhere, no? Or like encourage Filipinos. This is the best hub. To be honest, how I wish I did it earlier and I saved more money if I was able to establish having residency in UAE before.
Oo.
Pero okay na rin yun. Tumira ako sa kung saan.
May marami namang ibang nangyari.
Dami akong content ngayon, no?
I love this.
content.
Kung,
So, ayan. Take advantage of having a UAE resident visa.
Tama, totoo yan. Kung you have already encouraged and inspired thousands of Filipinas to travel around the world confidently and independently, naku, madadagdagan pa.
Yes,
Dahil nga
correct.
sa mga knowledge and information that you shared with us.
Auntie, tita, ha? Kayo na. Kumomisyon na lang kayo sa akin.
Of course.
Pag-uusapan ng kontrata mamaya.
Cut na natin to. Ikat na.
Yung talent, eh, no?
No, but really, we're so proud of Kach having done all these bucket list moments. And also, yung learnings niya from that, we really parang embrace yung ideas from traveling and not just traveling, but life. Life. Living
Tama.
life. Like, life is short, no?
Totoo.
So we should, as much as we can find enjoyment, and kung kaya, if we know what we want and we're parang brave enough to chase our dreams, we should go for it.
Oo.
Go
No
Pinay.
limits. Oo.
Mapa-Antarctica to Sudan. Go lang.
With our Philippine passport.
Oh, diba?
And it is powerful if you have all of those visas that I mentioned.
Yan, oo.
Pero
Research.
still, it's like limitation. But if one day there are gonna be more digital nomads, Filipino digital nomads, it will be easier for us to move anywhere. And at the same time, I really hope like there's better bilateral ties with the Philippines. You know?
Big deal din yung foreign
Tama.
diplomacy.
Pero kung matagal yung politika and the government, I think if we have our own movement, you know, like let's do it.
Yeah.
Pinay Makeover.
Yeah.
Yes, and that's good. Oo. To spread the word
Spread the word and
out
change
there.
the image of a Filipina
Yes.
traveler na kaya. We can
Not
go
change,
there.
we add.
We add,
We
yeah, we
have
add.
another one. Like, we are the other version,
Yes, 2.0.
Yes.
Level
Yes.
up.
Oo.
So, ayan. Thank you so much, Kach, for
Thank you.
Yes,
this time.
thank you.
I know you're super busy. Parang few days lang siya here sa'yo. But we hope to see you again.
Yes, pagbalik ko.
Tama. Oh, yeah. And
So,
we'll
really,
chat
it was
more.
a rich conversation and I hope you enjoyed that, everyone. Thank you, Ante.
And thank you, Tita Tit. Thank you, Kach. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and also stream on your favorite podcast
Yeah,
platforms.
Pinay Makeover. See you on the next episode.
Bye.